Hi all guys, welcome to EventEmitter, and today we'll start together to learn Angular JS to create our application with the to-do crud. So before we go to the internet part, when we use the Angular you must install nodes. So we go to the nodes JS, and then we go to the website and download the recommended for more user. When we install it already with the npm, so but for me I install already with the node. Copy, go to the PowerShell command that we install the Angular JS CLI to computer, and then we can create our widget. Okay. If you has not yet installed the Angular CLI to your computer, you cannot create project with the Angular JS. Okay, I create the already, so we can check the Angular JS with the NT, okay, and version. So, and this is the Angular with the version 9, okay, mode 12 with the OS 20, okay, with the OS. So, and then we comment again, and we can create new the bridges with the NGU. So I copy, okay, I go to the create the folder Angular on my desktop. Okay, Angular. So I copy, we create the Angular, and we press the command, but I change to the my app. Okay, my app. Press enter to install the package to our widget. Okay, so please wait a bit to install into my widget. One nice complete install successfully to my widget. So go to internet again, and then we cd to the dream part. Okay, we cd to the dream, and we can run the ng with the serve. But for me, if we use the with the command, please go to the cmd your command, for example, and cd. Okay, cd to my app. Okay. So we use the to run with the Angular, we use the ng-serve. Complete with the whole run the Angular application. But for me in this lesson, I writing code with the Visual Studio, so I don't use the JIT or the PowerShell. So I use with the Visual Code. Okay, Visual Code. And open, so we browse to find our widget. Okay, fine. So my widget, I store my desktop, so I click my app. Okay, everyone. Now I have the already, so we can run the Angular with the Visual Studio code like this. So we use the like the same, we use the ng. And we use the serve. Press enter. Can I have with the host? So I copy. We go to and open the browser. So we run. Okay, nice complete to install, and we run the first Angular JS 9. So everyone, before we create or we use the Angular JS, you must know, and the Angular created by the Google team, and Google use the Angular backend, and some directory before we start Angular you must know. And in the E2E I don't want to explain, and this is the node directory to install the package Angular. that we can use the Angular import from the nodes module. Okay, and so we had the app when that we want to store the HTML, CS or the TS scripts, and asset we store the image or any file we want to install here. Environment we create with we want to use with the variable to use the global or whole all our application. Like for example, if we create the API, we must create in the environment TS. Okay. And InnerText refer to the root main to display all our HTML with into the root here. Okay, so and this is the main that we import from the app module and the promote platform browser dynamic environment. Okay, everyone. So in first we go to the app and we has the data display to the browser like this. So we move. So I move it. We use the hello. Okay, so I use the H1. We use the hello world to testing our widget. App component.html to display with the template here from the app component.html, and this is the link the style sheet. If you don't want to use it, you can remove here. But in the template, you can write HTML here, for example. But you remove the URL. Okay, everyone. Use the hello world. Okay, hello world. So okay, now we display with the same. If we want to call the title, we use the like this and call the data to display my app dream. Okay, so everyone, and but we use the template URL to call also the component from the apps.component.html like this. Okay, because when we create our app full function, you must create it like this. So in this course we create with the to do. So we use the I create the new component, all the component we install in the app. So we use the generate the component C component refer to and component directory, and I add the to do. Okay, we add the to do. Now I had complete with the new to do. So in the new to do we had to do work, but we want to call the to do work into the app component. So in the app.tf we had the app selector with the app to do. So we call in the component here. Okay, so we use the text. When I enter, and the data called to do work. Okay, so everyone, now we go back to the to do.ts and we create with the object. So in the first we create model. We add the model to store, and then we create a class to do. So I add do.ts. So we create a class sport and to do. So in to do we had as a 3 variable in the first time. In the first we create with the number to store data with the number. Okay, and everyone, if you don't want to not yet clear, you must learn the TypeScript. Okay, but for me, I don't want to explain with the TypeScript. Okay, sorry everybody, no GF with the TypeScript. Okay, and I add the title. Title we use with the string and complete. We use boolean. Okay, when create to do the TypeScript already class, we go back to do component and we import to do from the job model. Okay, dot and we call the model and I slash to do, and then we create the variable to store the object with the array. So in to do we create to do to store the object, but you can use the like this, for example. Okay, and I create an array. So in many TypeScript we can create with the to do to store the array object. Sometimes we call the news array and we has the and here. Okay, so sorry everybody. Array the like this mean that we use like this, the data can display on the with the key without data type, but we use it like this. Mean that the data type ID must with the number and the title must with the string and the complete must with the boolean. Okay, boolean cannot store the string or the number and all the objects. So in the ngf we create the data to demo with the start touch. Okay, we create the array. For example, we had the ID that you must store with the number. If I input with the string, okay, in the TypeScript doesn't know with the string data type, so we add with the number. Okay, okay, everyone. Add the ID, and I use one title. We add the to do one complete and a unifier. So I copy, we create the starter demo 3 records and 3. Okay, after we create with the variable is with this to do how to display in to the to do component HTML. So in Angular we use with the loop to throw the data in the to do object. Okay, so we use the UR, and we use the for loop ng4 to loop the data and then we let to create the variable to store the data after loop. Okay, we create store and to do. So in the data with everyone, sorry my typing, and dot title. Okay, when I press enter, okay, to do again. Oh, okay, sorry everyone, my typing here. Okay, now we had a 3 times with the ng for loop. But if you don't want to use the with the curly brace, you can use it like this, and g. Okay, inner HTML with the render HTML. Okay, so we move, we add a title. You got a title. Okay, the same. Or we can pass when we use the inner HTML, mean that we want to render with the HTML. If we read with the text only, you can use the text like this. Okay, so in the text. So everyone, if you use the tag here, okay, and inner HTML cannot render with the HTML. For example, I add A1. Okay, I add the A1. So when I render, the text cannot convert HTML to the HTML. If we had the HTML in the to do, or we create with a subscribe with a some node, you must install or you must use with the HTML to render HTML in HTML. So we render to HTML. Okay, everyone, now I beg to use the normal function because we had the text only in to do. Okay, we have the text only in to do. So in to do, I remove. Okay, I remove the A1. I remove the A1. But I don't use to display data in to component HTML. Now we create to display with the item only. Okay, we create the new component with the to do item. Okay, to do item. Okay, press enter. Okay, so in to do item, we in component we had a new to do item. So we place to do item type script, and I copy selector. Copy selector, and we want to display here. Okay. Okay, everyone. Now when I refresh again, the to do item this work is in to do component. So we use the loop here. Okay, we create and G4 to do to do. Okay, when I press and we render 3 times in to do item. So how to pass data into the to do item component chart? So we pass data, we use the to do. Okay, I use the to do, and we call the to do object. Okay, and to do object. Okay, so then we had a to do, and then we to do item component TypeScript. We add the input in equal to Vue.js with the pop. Okay, pop ups. So from okay, we call the input. So in the export class, we use the import, and we create a to do and to do. Okay. So I press enter. Okay, nice work to display into do item, but we call the data into display HTML. Okay, so we create and plus. So we do the quiz and we call the to do item. Okay, so now we have the 3 times in loop to do 1 and to do 2 and to do 3. Okay, everyone, now we create the class here. Okay, I create here. So we create and the class we call to do and it's complete. It's complete. Okay, we hash with the where. Okay, we create with the checkbox. And okay, now as one we has the like this. Okay, when we complete the CS and then now we to the item type script, we create button with the toggle to change the button when I use text only through the to do line. Okay, so on toggle. Okay, to do. So we use the console and delete to do. And toggle. Okay, and then we create with on the toggle we copy HTML. So I create the function. Okay, we use the chain with the option on we call it to do and click we call on delete to do. I console everyone when I click the link. Okay, we had a message to display into the console with a to do with the action and update with the toggle. But when I click the toggle, we want to change. Okay, we want to change true or false. So we need to do item again, and we use with the to do. Okay, and complete it. It and dot to do dot complete. Okay, so when I change, yes, sorry, already and not this. So I change one direction, not this. Okay, complete keys. Free again. What? Okay, if I go to check mode or to do mode there and okay. Oh, so I free again. Okay everyone, when I change the components, we go to the keys. Okay, save click. Okay everyone, we complete already, and now we set the class automatic. So I set classes with the dynamic. Okay. So we return classes. I copy the class function to do item. Okay, so everyone, I close. So we set the class G, we pass, and we call the function here. Okay, so set class event. Here we use the G not event. We call with the class. Okay everyone, now set disable to complete with the toggle checks. Okay, and after we create the switch to display data, do you know when we create switch mean that we want to share data or function into any component in the AngularJS, but we compare in the view, we use the state management to share function or data into another two component. Okay, so now we create the switch in the Angular, we use it like this. Okay, so I use the G, we use the S refer to the switch. Okay, so I create a switch. We to do switch. Okay, we have new directory with the switch. So I create a function to get the data to do from switch to display to component. Okay everyone, so we create the get to do. Okay, we return. So we copy data from G component. Okay, I copy here. So everyone, I close the sum code. Okay, so introduce we I pass. And then we see, okay, we to do TypeScript, and we import the switch to display here, and this switch from /v, and we call it to do switch. So in the constructor, we call the data to do to do switch. So then I call this dot get to do. When I press. Okay everyone, now this was, but now we get the data from the API. So we get the data from the API. Okay, and this the API that we call the data. Okay, I copy. So and copy I with the environment to hold a global our application. So I go to the environment. Okay, I add API URL. I will display. Okay, everyone, now we go back to the service to do again. Okay, and to do, and we import switch or environment. From dot environment, we call the environment. Now I add API URL, and we add environment dot API to call data. Okay, we add limit string. Limit, we want to limit the record. If we no limit, mean that we call the data from the server or records. So I use the string. Okay, with the limit 5. Okay, now we change to here. Now we import the HTML in the node module or app module. Okay, so we go to the app module, we import the client HTTP app module. So I import the HTTP client from the Angular command.http. Okay, now we import below HTTP client. Okay, we import one more. We import a form to use the form to add a new data. Okay, I add form. Okay, module. We add the form. So import, we add a form module. That's it. So we back to this view again, and now we use with the observable to observe the data as with wait, or we use the synchronize data with the server. So I use the observable, and then we call the, okay, we call the HTTP client. HTTP client from and HTTP, but when we get the data with the get, we has not yet as with the header. If we use the put pipe delete, we must add the header. So we add the HTTP. Okay, HTTP, and we add the header, HTTP header. So in the constructor switch, call the HTTP and HTTP client. Okay, everyone, now we get the data from the server. So which we use the call the data. I use dot. Okay, we return, and this, but we use with the serve. We use it like this, and serve observable, and we call the to do. Return this HTTP, and we get the data with the to do. Okay, so everyone, API URL. So I consent the net with a string limit data. Okay, so I use the single quote slash this dot limit. Okay, so I refresh. Everyone night is missing in the observable. Okay, then we complete with this error. So we go back to the to-do component TypeScript again, and now we remove here. We call the data with the to-do. Okay, we use the subscriber. Okay, to-do, and I call with the to-do here. This dot to-do, we call to-do. So I refresh. Okay, we had a function. Okay, and to do dot get to do is not a function. So I go to the service. Okay, so I don't yet sell, so now I sell. Okay, and now everyone. Now data to display to the launcher. Okay, we complete fit from the server. Yes. So I go to the style. Okay, I pass the to design style. Okay, fresh. Because everyone we have to like this. Okay, 1, 2, so we again, and now we create a function to delete data. So we create a function. The function toggle complete, and we use the function delete to do. We create a function add to do. Okay, so in here we use the observe, we use to do, and we call this to do. Now we use the observe. Okay, we use the observable. So we use the with the any. And this dot http dot port. Okay, to put data. So we call this dot URL and to do with we add the http header. So we constant the http header option. First, so we add the header. So we add the header here. So now we create a function delete and to do. Okay, with a function with the header. So in to do, we create with a function parameter with the lead item. So we utilize this slash, and we use the to do dot item here. Okay, now more we create with the function to do to add the data. Okay, I introduce. Now we push the data to the server. We use with that to do. This dot API. So we use the header. Okay, now everyone we complete with the action in the to-do service already. So in the step we want to call the service, to call, delete, and to add to-do into our component. Okay, everyone, now we forget to call to-do here because we add the data into the to-do with the to-do JSON. Okay, so we go to to-do.ts again, and we create with the update to-do. Okay, we create a function delete to-do. Okay, so I use the delete to-do. We call the to-do. So everyone, now we call this with delete to-do. Okay, and to-do is from the constructor variable, and delete to-do. We add the to-do here. Subscribe. Okay, subscribe after we delete. We cannot call the function to return, and we add this to do to filter after we delete. Okay, from the remove from the client and remove delete from the server after complete, and remove from the client server with to do array object. So in below we create a function to add to do. Okay, add to do. So we call a function add to do. So we add it to do subscribe, and then now we call the data with the to do. Okay, this dot to do dot unzip. That want to first data when after we add. Okay, to do. So everyone, now we want to delete this function on the char component item component. Okay, when I click, we want to delete here. So we copy the function and delete. Go to the to do component item, and now we add a function here. Okay, we add a function. We agree to pass this function into the component to do item. Okay, so I find a function. We add the event here. We add to do. Okay, we call with the to do. Sorry everyone, we call with the event. Okay, my code to. Okay, so when we create delete to do, and we go to the to do item component, and we add the ts. So in this we import the function here with the emitter. Yes, emitter. Okay, so we add the emitter and the output. So in the output we add a function here. We call the delete to do. Okay, delete to do. We call emitter and to do function with the delete parameters. So and then in delete we move to we call the to do function here. We call with the this dot delete to do dot emit. Okay, to do. When we complete, now we want to test to remove the data in the first row. Yes, so everyone. Okay, and now it's not works. What? Okay, now delete. Everyone and delete successfully, but my internet very slow, so I delete one more. Okay, and we delete successfully, and then now we complete with the toggle here. Okay, now we complete, and then we call the service to do item script. Call to do service. Okay, so from the okay, so we have to do the constructor and do the private to do service. So in the function on toggle we add the data, yes, dot. Okay, we add to do the with dot toggle. We add the complete data, and then we want to dot subscribe and to do. Okay, we show the console when after update complete successfully. Okay, everyone, now I create a toggle and to call data to update and put this error. So I go to the ZV again and I check the header. Okay, so everyone, and now we use the add a parameter to do. So I refresh again. Okay, so I clear the chase. Okay, everyone, and I had the error with the HTML. Okay, so in toggle complete service to do. Okay, we add because we update with the to do ID. Okay, so and the dot to do. Okay, we call to do dot id. Again, so we check button to update the data. Okay, now everyone, now we complete as with the toggle update. Okay, and then one more we create how to add data into to do. So we create a new component with G. Okay. Component, and I add to do and to do. Okay, and we create the new layout. Yes, everyone, now we call into the layout, we create a CSS and HTML, I add a1 and to do this. So I copy, we add the header class. Okay, in the header class and header component CR, I create of CR. And then now we go to component HTML, we add the text. Okay, you can copy the text, header of selector name, I copy, I add. Okay, when I refresh again, now we had to do list here. Okay, and now we go to do an item and we design with a form. Okay, I agree as we add a form and add a class. We use the form data. So the form data we add import type Dutch and name title. We use okay everyone, now I add B class for type btn. Okay, so in add to do we add CSS. Okay, add CSS. Then we complete the CSS. Go to add to do item type script. I copy the later. Copy the later and we do find to do, and we add the form add on the head to do item. When we refresh, so now we add the data here, but so I add a placeholder. Okay, placeholder, add to do. So in the button we add a function cell or submit. Okay everyone, and now we create a function in add to do, because but before we create a function in add to do, we go to do ts and we had the add to do here. So we had the already with the add to do function. Okay everyone, now add to do type script and we import. Okay, we use the emitter and the output. Okay, so in add to do, I copy paste, we change to add to do. And add to do. So everyone, don't forget into the component we add emitter here to pass into the component add item from the to do parent. We add to do. We add to do. Okay, so in add to do, I create a function add to do here. We can add a function on the submit. On submit. Okay. So, the unit title string, and I So we use the console and this dot title. Okay, we copy on submit until we add a function on submit. Okay, so we add a new to do. I click shell. Okay, everyone, and nice not works. Okay, so everyone, we use with the submit. No. Okay, now the data is not undefined. Okay, it is not undefined, so we use it ng to record the data. Okay, we use the and over there, and we call the title here. Okay, now we complete to show the console with the to do. So in add to do dot TypeScript, we call the data here. So I use the constant and to do. We use with the title. And this dot title we completed we use with the file default, and then now and to do we omit and to do. Okay, and we run a complete, don't get the cell, and I add it to do. Okay, nice everyone, now the data is complete. To do. After that, now we create the route. Okay, we create with the route to display any page without loading page. So, okay, we go to apps. So I close all the code. Okay, we have module. Now we import the route here. Okay. But you know everyone, we has the error because we has no the app route in the apps routing here. So right now we create the route module. So right now I remove in the first we create the routing module in the apps. Okay, and right now we create with the route, so we can use with the anti-generate module like this. So we go to the apps and I pass. Now we generate the routing to display here. Okay everyone, when we generate the routing and import automatic to the app routing, but you has error reflect to the restart the server again. Okay, and before I has the error too, but when I refresh the server we run successfully. Okay, and before, so and then now we add to the route. Okay, and we go to the routing, we create the route here. Okay, so in the route I import routing module. So we import to do component. Okay, now we create a constant. Okay, we use the constant of route. The router. So now I pass, so we call the component here. Okay, so everyone. Then now we import with okay, so and I import the route here called route module.forRoute, and then we call the route, and then we export. Okay, we export and with the route module. So everyone, we move to add a component, and right now we call the router name. Router name we call the router selection. So we refresh. Okay, and the route selector in the first data here. So if because and there is no display, so I copy. Okay, and if it's the first route, okay, in the at routing we call with the first, you cannot use with slash. Okay, so you can use the only with the null string, like this. So everyone, we called already, and now I create one more route, okay, with so components. Okay, we use the page and about. About us. So when we generate the already, I go to the component, the page, and the about. So I copy the about. This is okay. So we go to the routing. I call the about component, we call page about component, okay, and then we create a pass route and about. So component and about component. Okay, everyone, now I copy the about us, so we use that slash, and the about us are displayed here, and then we complete the already with the like this. We go to the layout and we use to call the link about. So use yes. Okay, now I call the width, and we wrote the link as with to do. Okay, so when I click the to do and about so about us, okay, we use with the us. Okay, again. So and the about is not defined, cannot match any route. So I try again. Okay, so we check the router about us. Okay, sorry everyone. Okay, and now we with the drills when I click it like this. Okay, so now we take full function. Okay, we we remove, complete, and we update the data. Okay, we update. Okay, so everybody, now we complete, and then we want to build. Okay, so we want to build our application. So we use the ng build. Okay, ng build f. As mean that we want to use the ng build. We want to deploy our application to host on the server hosting. After we use the ng build, we have the this, and we have the modify to with the JS, convert to the JS to hosting. Okay, everyone, now and we run with the ng build. So I close this code. Okay, so in else we had this. Okay, so I remove. We had the error, so we close, and we run as this file again. So ng save. Okay, we not run the files before, and we run the disk. Okay, sorry everyone, and okay, right, and this I run again, and serve. Okay, now we complete with the local sham. So I copy. Okay, everyone, now we work with the run build to deploy hosting on the server. Okay, and thank you everybody, and follow, and especially to watch my video every time, and thank you, or share my video to another brand. But in the last time, I wish you good luck, and I want you to be a developer with the experience as an experienced developer. Okay everyone, and the last time, don't forget like, share and comment on my video how to use the Angular with CLI. Okay, say goodbye.